Hello everybody. So here is my live binder, and I had a lot of fun making this and learning a lot of new things, so I can't wait to share it with you guys. So here's just my table of contents, and then we'll go right into definitions. I included 3 definitions of assistive technology. I used the Assistive Technology Industry Association's definition, which says what it is, how to choose it, who pays for it, who can help, and then attending a conference, and just a lot of information that I didn't even know, so I'm excited to learn about that. I also included the Early Childhood Technical Assistance Center federal definitions, so people could get federally what it is described as. And then I also included the World Health Organization, which had a bunch of facts, which was really cool, had an overview, who benefits, and then the global need, which I found really interesting, and then within universal health coverage, which wasn't good information compared to what some of the other websites had shared. All right, and then for the assistive tech laws and legislation, I strictly put in my timeline, which looks like this. I wasn't able to save it, so I had to screenshot it. So that is why it looks like that. And then I chose to do users of assistive tech. I took this article from Ability KC that talks about who can benefit from using it and the 9 types of disabilities that may benefit, which I found really easy to follow and read. Some other ways that you can benefit, they also added, and then they talked about how they use it. So I really wanted to focus on this section of people actually using assistive tech. So in limited mobility, I added a video of a woman using the T-pole for closing her door, which was really cool. For hearing impairment, this one talked about how she uses closed captioning to follow along with shows and stuff online. For vision impairment, this video talks about using magnifiers to read for people with visual impairments. For fine motor impairment, she used adaptive scissors, and I really liked how it showed her at home and how she uses it. It also showed the adaptive ways that she uses to get dressed with like zippers and stuff, so that was really cool to watch. For chronic health condition, Joshua has a chronic health condition, and he uses assistive technology to work on his independence. And so what they showed in this video was the way that he could use assistive technology to use it as a remote. So he can't use a typical remote, but there is a remote on his iPad that he uses, which was very interesting to watch. Communication disorders. This is a little girl with CP who uses eye gaze to communicate. She's very spunky. It was very fun to listen to her talk. Cognitive impairments. This is new tech for people with dementia. They project a game onto the table, and it helps like fire in their brain and keep them spry. Playing the games on there, and it also uses like real life objects like food and stuff like that, so can help those connections. For sensory processing, I added this video, which was really cool, the sensory room. A lot of assistive tech in here with all the different furniture and ways that the students used the sensory tools to focus and learn. And then for serious injury, I included a video of a guy with TBI and talked about using this video to work on his timing. He was clapping to the metronome with the video. For low-tech devices, I included a lot that could be used at home because I would love for families to be able to use my live binder as a resource. So I chose to do visual schedule. So in this video, she talks about how to use the visual schedule at home and how simple it can be just by printing it off. I also chose adapted pencil. This one is really interesting. I'd never seen this one before. but it shows an adaptive pencil. Slant board, we use these in my classroom, so slant boards for writing. Post-it notes, she did a whole video about post-it notes and how they, different ways that they can be used as assistive tech. So I liked that because most people just think of post-it notes as like something to write down reminders, but they can be used a bunch of different ways too. I also included a Braille ruler, which I'd never heard of, and I really enjoyed learning about this. Chewies for the sensory processing, for the oral motor. I had never heard of this specific brand, so it seems pretty heavy duty. Large print books, I just included this video because it shows what a large print book is, and when she opens it, she like shows how how it compares to a regular print book. Adaptive kitchen utensils, I liked this video because she showed what each tool was and how it's used. And then highlighters, this video shows how to use highlighters for comprehension. And then I also did a weighted blanket, and this video just explains what a weighted blanket is. My next tab is alternative communication systems, so I just included an overall what is AAC. I really liked this article. It really explains what it is for people who have no idea, and then talks about different types of AAC, because some people think of a specific type of AAC when there are actually many different kinds. So I really liked everything that was in this article. And then I included low-tech AAC, which would be pen and paper, alphabet boards, core boards, and they also included some pictures, which I really liked. And then mid and high-tech AAC, which would be like the electronic stuff, and then high-tech on devices. So I included a video of how to use a core board during 7 everyday games. So hoping that families can watch this and it can help them feel more confident with interacting with their child using a core board and playing some games at home. Here's another video of how to use low-tech AAC at home. And so I really liked that because I know a lot of early communicators are starting with low-tech at home before they can get their device. This is a video of PixiePal, which I never heard of before, but it's another low-tech AAC device. I included a video of using eye gaze to communicate, and so these two people show like how they build the potato head using eye gaze. And then I included a video of a boy using LAMP for, I think he was new to the system, so that was fun to watch. And then I also chose Touch Chat with 2 siblings communicating, which was really fun that they were doing it at home, and it can show the sibling interaction. And then I also did Proloquo to Go. So, super helpful seeing how they use it. The next tab is technology for individuals with autism. So again, I tried to focus on things that are accessible for families, such as noise-canceling headphones, and this video just shows how he used noise-canceling headphones for the first time and how happy it made him. And so, yeah. And then I also did tinted glasses for light sensitivity. And there's a guy speaking about the different shades of glasses you can do. Fidget spinners, this video is a little outdated, but it did a great job showing what a fidget spinner is, why it was made, and stuff like that. Keyboards, this is just a video showing how a non-speaking autistic person communicated using a keyboard. And then this is an actual social story that I used in my classroom a lot. Social story about anger. And then this is a new one that I had not heard of, Milo, the autism robot. So helping learn those social skills. I know this may not be as easily accessible for families, but I found this interesting that they can learn emotions and feelings. The robot can change his face based on which feeling he is programmed to do. A visual timer. This is a really long video, but I love how it shows the visual timer and how he used it with his client. There's also a wobble chair, which are unfortunately pretty expensive on Amazon for families, but totally worth it. And it shows, this one shows how it helped his homework. Adapted paper, which is something you can order online and use at home. And then also a talking calculator. This woman describes how to use a talking calculator. And then the last tab that I did was apps and AT. This is my favorite to explore. I absolutely love learning about new apps to use to help people. So this first one is ChoiceWorks, which was really cool. So they have the ChoiceWorks app and the ChoiceWorks calendar, which I found extremely helpful. It's picture-based and it can help with routines and like improving waiting skills, which is extremely important in making choices. And then there's also a kid-friendly calendar, which I find extremely helpful. Breathe, Think, Do. I linked the website, but it's an app and it's Sesame Street, so that's even more fun. So it talks about breathing, thinking, and then doing when they feel frustrated. And I think with Sesame Street, super awesome. Model Me Going Places. I absolutely love finding this hidden gem because I've been looking for some good community social skills assistive tech. So these are videos to help prepare students going into like places in the community, and it's narrated by a music therapist, which is super awesome and engaging. You can also download the lyrics, and here it shows all the topics, which is super awesome. And then they also have a free bonus app, so it's super great to look at before going places with your child or your students. So I'm excited to continue exploring this one. This one was also super cool that I never heard about, Too Noisy. So it helps manage noise levels, and here it says in classroom environment, but it can also be, in public or however you want to use it. And it has these fun visuals to see like how noisy it's getting, and for people who can't communicate that it's too noisy, they can show with this app that they may be getting too overstimulated. Busy Shapes and Colors is another app to focus on fine motor skills. So here you would drag the matching shape and the color, and it seems like a really great tool to work on fine motor skills. Be My Eyes. This was a really cool tool that I found about an app that can connect people who are blind and low vision users with volunteers and companies anywhere in the world, and it's live video and AI as well. And then they just have lots of different tools here, and super awesome that there's a community to connect with. Pictello is actually an app I have used before in my classroom. So it's visual stories that speak. So if you need a social story or a schedule, you can add your own picture